Welcome back, everybody, to another fun episode of Paranormal Lens. This one is going to be fun. We are talking about dreams, and I promise
Mm.
this conversation will not put you to sleep.
Ooh.
Welcome to our podcast, where we take deep dives.
Looking at various topics through a paranormal lens. Dream, 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 dream.
Dream, dream, dream.
I
It's
never
literally
have.
just the word dream over and over.
That's from Shark Boy and
It's
Oh,
Taylor
yeah.
Taylor Lautner and Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
hell yeah.
Like I said, I was saying I've never actually watched that movie.
You never
but-
seen them?
No.
I remember seeing it in theaters when it came out.
No way.
Not even the first scene on a free trial.
You know,
That was a throwback
I
to
did-
our Warrens episode.
I didn't just see it in theaters. I saw it in 3D.
Maybe I did see it once. It was probably one of those movies that my parents deemed was lame, and I never watched again.
It's probably is very lame, but at the time it's like the best thing ever, you know?
Yeah. I was excited when it came out, and then I didn't really get to see it. So,
You were still excited about it though.
I was still excited about it. It looked cool.
But the song is stuck with you.
I probably because I saw it on a TikTok or something recently.
That's the only reason why I remember it. Because I saw it
Pops
on
up on your
TikTok.
TikTok occasionally.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, I did at one point, not anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a hot minute, but
Mhm.
it's definitely been there.
Is this funny? Because like the video version of this podcast has better green screen effects than that whole movie did, and they had a budget, and we made 50 cents.
Okay, but that was like what, early
Yeah.
2000s too?
Yeah,
Yep.
So, or
can't complain.
before, like pre 2010.
Yep.
What happened in 2010?
2000s.
Why is that like a benchmark?
Maybe not.
It's the mark of the decade.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Anywho, this is off to a great start.
Going great.
Going great. Dreams. I had the idea to talk about dreams. I think because a couple episodes ago, Brienna, you were talking about like lucid dreaming, but how like as soon as you started to lucid dream, you would always just like wake up
Wake
and get
up.
angry.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never lucid dreamed. Have you guys? I didn't ask you this. Have you guys ever dreamed of ghosts?
Yes.
Or
Or something.
I don't know.
Or can ghosts even? I mean, there's a lot we can talk about when talking about dreams, like what do
Ben,
dreams mean, if they mean anything.
You had that one really weird dream that one time that you woke up screaming and you saw
Should we
something.
talk about that?
Yeah, if you want to talk about that.
Okay, we can start talking about this story and then but I want each of you to think about if you believe that ghosts can even communicate through dreams and if you ever had any instances where you believe a ghost may have come to you in a dream and or if you had any dreams that you think might have like predicted the future or like had greater meaning.
I kind of had one before.
Okay, so we'll go round robin here.
And it's a really stupid one too.
Sorry, I thought my mic was unplugged. You had a stupid. Okay, I can't wait to hear all
One
this.
that kind of predicted the future. It was
Oh,
stupid.
yes. Okay. We'll get to all this. But first, I believe you're talking about the dream I had, the Dweller dream, right? And old Angela.
Yep.
Okay, so I had this dream, and this was about a week before our film called Dweller was going to screen in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, in the Midwest Weird Fest, and it ended up winning the best TV/new media feature. I remembered it this time. But we were about to go down to Eau Claire to watch this film about this entity that we believe we encountered called the Dweller on the Threshold, screen in front of a live audience. We had a Q&A and everything. And it wasn't really on my mind at all. I mean, I knew we were going down there, but it was just a normal night. You know, normal work stuff. Didn't even start packing yet. And I had this dream where we had broken into an abandoned like Masonic temple to investigate, and there was all these like really creepy drawings and like sketches, and I woke up from the dream, and it was like a dream within a dream type of thing because I woke up in bed exactly how I was, the room looked identical to how it normally is. I was dressed the same as I went to bed and everything, except I was still dreaming and I didn't know it. And in this dream, I was like, or what I thought was real life, I was like talking about this dream I had about the Masonic Temple and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard a noise from the kitchen. So I go out to investigate this noise that I heard in the kitchen. I thought this was real life.
Mm-hmm.
So I can feel fear, which stood out to me because normally I don't feel anything when I dream. And I felt fear. I felt like someone was in the kitchen. I felt like something happened. Um, we do have a pet snake too, and once or twice she has escaped and ran amok as much as a snake can run without legs, run amok and knock things over. So I had mixed feelings. I was like, is it the snake? Did someone break in? I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
I round the corner and I see in the threshold of like the hallway right adjacent from the kitchen the darkest dark shadow figure, and I'm getting chills even almost a year later talking about it. The darkest dark figure, like
Like,
hovering.
this was terrifying. This was
Yeah,
terrifying.
it was hovering. Like it was like about maybe 6 inches off the ground, and it was the darkest dark. And it looked like it was like flowy, not like a cape per se, but like flowy behind. And it was just dark, the darkest black I've ever seen. But I could tell, even though it's just a silhouette, I could tell it was staring at me. And I
Didn't
had
you
the,
say it had red eyes? I swear you said it had red eyes.
I could like get the sense of eyes,
The sense of eyes. Okay.
but it didn't have eyes. And it was like drawing me in, but it was like, I felt like I was gonna die. Like it felt like this thing was trying to kill
Like
me.
true fear.
Fear. And then as I'm kind of drawing in closer, there's a jump scare moment when this old lady whips out in front of me from the kitchen. And like it was like she was just setting down like dishes or something, like she was the one making the noises.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to call her like an old hag, like an old lady hag, but she was like disheveled, not from being like dirty or messy, but like it was like she like went on a fucking journey to get there. Like she came through time, like she's a time traveler and she just embarked on this journey. And she was just in my face, blocking this dark figure, but she had an even stronger fear. Everything, all the fear and everything I was feeling just got moved to this lady that was in my face, and she was giving me this look, and I could tell what the look was. It was, you know who I am, don't you? And I was just the whole time like, who is this? Who is this? And I realized I was looking at old Angela. It sunk in, like I knew it. It was Angela in her like 70s or 80s, all disheveled, coming out of time to come interrupt me, break into my apartment in that moment. And then I wake up,
Old me breaking
but
into the apartment.
I wake up and I guess I was panting really loud
Yep.
because
Because
Angela had
yeah.
turned and her face in real life now was
Mhm.
at the same place as old Angela was in my dream. So when I woke up,
Yeah.
there was no
This
cut.
is
There's no cut at all between old Angela and then real Angela. And I
that's
didn't know if I was dreaming still or not because remember, I already woke up and I woke up again. I thought everything was real.
yeah, so you saw it was just another dream starting over
No,
with
I didn't
me
know
looking
what
at
was
your
happening. I
face.
didn't even think it was another dream. I was confused because I woke up even though I already woke up.
Yeah, it was bad. He was like panting and like breathing really heavily, so badly to the point I woke up and I rolled over to try to like wake him up from his dream. So like when I rolled over, I was leaning up a little bit at him, and then he not only like I just like you were just sleeping, because he sleeps right on his back, on your back bed, and you sleep right on your back, kind of like you're a mummy. And so, but when I flipped over and I touched him to like try to wake him up, he was up a little bit on his side, so he was facing me in my face. So that was
Both
really
like
weird.
staring at each other.
Yeah, we both were staring at each
Same,
other.
just like the dream. So then when I woke up, I just started screaming, I guess. I didn't even know I was. It was just what I
And you screamed so loud. Like, I'm pretty sure we woke up our neighbors because I heard doors opening afterwards, and like, it was so bad.
I do believe that
And
was
another thing, too, before we went to bed, I remember specifically because there's like the outside lights, the street lights that kind of shine into our bedroom at night when it gets dark. And I remember looking like towards the closet, and I'm like, wow, it's really dark in here. Because I didn't see no lights. It was like dark, dark, you know? And then you had that. It's just really weird to think about, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
talking about that dream. It's just too creepy even
Well,
now.
I got like,
I lived through it. Like I know you did too,
yeah,
Angela, but I do believe that's the only time I've had a dream where I don't think what happened was like subconscious. I think
subconscious, yeah.
something happened with that dream at that night. The environment changed. You
It
saw it
was
dark.
weird. It was weird.
The fact that we lined up and were facing each other, like jump cut moment, like no
Mhm.
change with your position. How did that even happen? The fact that I was screaming, I didn't even
It's
know.
really
It's like
weird.
that was
And
raw,
it's
pure
creepy.
terror.
And yeah, I don't like that. Because the thing with like our apartment is that we keep all the creepy, weird things out here. We don't want any of that in our room. We want nice, peaceful sleep when we sleep. And I don't like whatever the heck that was invaded our privacy, and I did not like it.
So do you
I
think
have
that?
boundaries with these ghosts, and I don't like it when they
Yeah.
intrude in
Do you
my
think?
me time.
Do you think ghosts can even? I know I asked this and rhetorically, but do you think ghosts can even or entities can even appear in your dreams?
I don't know.
Entity.
I
You
mean,
had that black coat cloak thing.
I think that was something, an entity. I think that's the only time though that it's happened to me.
I think
I
it
mean, it's
happened.
hard to say, in my opinion, because I haven't had some sort of experience like this myself. Nor do I want to.
No, you
Um, but dreaming is hard, or understanding dreams is hard because it really is your subconscious most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, did you go to bed after thinking something spooky or reading something spooky, or
No, because
did you just have something subconsciously on your mind? Like,
well, it goes two ways. On one hand, we dream every night, or at least think we dream every night. I don't know. I usually don't remember my dreams. But anyways, every night is an opportunity to dream, and this is the one time that anything like this has happened. But on the other hand, every night we dream, and who knows what we dream, and we just don't remember. Does this dream happen often, and I just don't know? And this one night, certain variables were right to
where you're
have
really
me be. I mean, would I have been? Is that like lucid? Did I actually have a lucid dream? If I
were you aware
could,
you were dreaming?
no, I wasn't, but I was aware of
if
the
you're not aware
environment.
you're dreaming, it's not a
But
lucid dream.
but
Yeah.
I could feel things. It felt
I
like
mean,
real life.
I can feel things in my dreams sometimes. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
if I'm
You do?
yeah, like sometimes I had a dream that I hurt my leg, and my leg was hurting my dream. I could actually feel it, and I woke up and my my leg was cramping. And I think that's what I was feeling in the dream. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can feel things.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you ever have a dream too where it's like you really like you're dreaming but you really have to pee and then you wake up and you have to pee?
Hasn't happened.
Yes. Yes.
So like I
Oh.
feel like you can feel in your dreams sometimes.
Okay. Maybe it's just a me thing, because I normally don't.
Hmm.
Um, weird.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I
you
feel like
you predicted
I
the
can feel
future,
maybe.
but you
Well, okay, so
predicted the
this
future.
is what
I
I
want to
mean
hear
because
about this.
there literally isn't too much to it. It was during that time frame where I was having like visions of like the most stupidest things in the world, and then it would happen in a few hours or like the next day. It was during that time frame, and I was taking a nap on a couch, and I had a um. It's not even really like telling the future, but I had a dream about Vampire Diaries. Is that what it's called? Vampire Diaries? Like
The
Yeah.
show?
the show, yeah. And I had never seen that show. I don't give a fuck about that show. I never seen it, never seen clips of it, but I had a dream about it. And then I woke up and I went on TikTok and the first TikTok that came up was about Vampire Diaries and that was like a 10-minute video about Vampire Diaries and I'm like, what the fuck is this all about? I feel like my dream predicted that TikTok that was gonna pop up.
Hmm. Sure.
Because in my
So this is what happens when you go on TikTok before bed. You stay on TikTok in your dreams.
I wasn't really I don't think I was on it before it. I
See,
don't
now
know.
you say something like that, and I was thinking you were gonna say something very profound. Because like my
That's why I
sister
said it was
and
stupid.
my mother have had more of like dreams that do predict the future to an extent.
Do you know what they
Angela does
are?
too. Angela does too.
But yes,
What about
for
Vampire
TikTok.
Diaries?
Vampire Diaries.
If Vampire Diaries wasn't stupid enough, no offense,
It
it
is
was
stupid. I've never seen it and I know it's stupid.
it was a TikTok about Vampire Diaries. It was like twice removed. These are the psychics these days, you know. This
predicting your next TikTok on your scroll.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, back in the day they had actual scrolls with prophecies. Now you have a TikTok scroll with Vampire
Yep.
Diaries.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
But no, I just remember that because I was having those like other visions at the time too. And so I had that little stupid thing that happened. I'm like, great, now this is another little stupid thing that I can add to my stupid list of visions and I don't like it.
What was another vision? Didn't you have one about construction?
I had two within like yeah, so I had I had one about construction. And then I had one when we were out to eat of my teacher coming in and talking to me.
And then she walked through the door and started talking
Walked
to
through
you.
the door and started talking to me.
Interesting.
Hmm.
And then the other one for the listeners was you were like about to turn onto a road and you had a vision of construction
Yeah,
on the road.
that one, that one was really interesting. So I was driving to class, and I went to that four-way stop that I always come across.
Everyone
There's a
knows what you're
lot of
talking
four-way
about. Yep.
stops. Okay, I live in Lansing. There's a lot of four-way stops.
That one four-way stop I like.
There's this one four-way stop. It's
It's
the
your
first four-way
favorite
stop
four-way
I come
stop.
across. Yeah, and I was stopped at the red light and I like started like what is it? Like zoning out, kind of zoning out and was like, huh.
You should not zone out when you're driving.
Outside of
She's
stop
talking about the
sign.
construction zone though, right?
Yeah, like it wasn't
Yeah.
construction zone at the time, but
Oh, okay.
um,
So don't. I was trying to help you out. Don't
well,
incriminate yourself. Don't zone out while driving.
I was at a stop sign. I
Have
was
you
at a
ever
stoplight.
have you ever gotten in a car crash? Okay, so what's happened? What happens next? What?
No car crash talking right now. But anyway, I started zoning out. I was like, huh. And I pictured cones placking off the uh stop.
What is
I-
happening right now?
I'm
She
trying to
was zoning
explain,
out.
but that
She was
keeps
zoning
cracking
out.
up. I was
Zoning
zoning
out
out
while driving and pictured
and
cones
pictured
falling.
cones in the turning left lane, the turn left lane to turn left, and I pictured cones
You
on
pictured
there,
cones.
and the other road being totally blocked off, so you can't turn onto that road. And I was like, huh, I wonder how that works. What happens when someone needs to turn left? They can't turn left. How can that work? That was what was going through my mind at the time. I was thinking about what happens to the people who need to turn left down that road. They can't do it. They got to go a different way. And didn't think anything about it. The light turned green. Went back to class. Anyway, next day when I was going to class, guess what? There were cones up in that left turn lane, and that whole road was blocked off, and there was construction going on, and no one could turn left. So
Can't explain that.
Such a groundbreaking prophetic dream.
I I mean, I thought it was pretty damn interesting.
It is. Is really straightforward. There's nothing to deconstruct.
Deconstruct. And just like other little things like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, um,
Hmm. What was the topic again?
I
Look,
think
that,
dreams.
that would make
Dream,
sense.
dream, 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 dream.
But yes,
Daydreaming while driving.
daydreaming while
Do you recommend? No, don't answer that. Brianna, have you had any um profound or not so profound dreams that
I've never
you
had a
think are relevant?
profound dream in my life.
Any dream is relevant to this conversation? Any ghosts come through your dreams?
I mean, I had that one time. I like felt even compelled to message you guys about it. That because it was at the point when you guys had a lot of things going on in the apartment, and like we had a lot of other things going on, like on investigations, and I had a dream that we were going to a location that we didn't actually end up going to. And it was really weird because the entity there, I don't remember what it was specifically, but I remember messaging you guys about it. I'm like, I feel like this is not a place we want to go. And
What was the place?
I don't even
Like,
remember.
was it a real place or was this like a makeup place?
No, I feel like it was a real place.
Okay.
Um, I think in my dream it was oh my God.
Was it Fairfield?
Yeah.
It was
Good
true.
God.
But I've never even been to Fairfield. I don't know
You
what it
know,
looks like,
It's
but
when you're, I actually,
long.
I don't remember this dream or anything you're describing at all. But when you started
Pretty
talking,
famous about it.
I don't. And I was just like, better not be Fairfield, because
yeah, no, because like in my dream, like the entity there was some sort of hive mind, and like whoever came to the place kind of soul and body got trapped there.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know. But like I said, I've never been to Fairfield. I don't know anything about the place or any of the history or any of the entities there. But like I just had a weird dream, and it was in that weird period of time where a lot of stuff was happening in our house, like
And
to
to
all
be
of
clear,
us.
And
this is a really long story. We
so,
will probably never go to Fairfield, and we
yeah,
will
so,
never tell why. We will never explain why.
oh, we will one day, but,
Not
for right
anytime
now,
soon, no.
perhaps. For right now, all that is necessary to say is we were gonna go to Fairfield in July, and,
Mm.
um, it was a really weird time. If you go and watch the possession tape, it was the period of time where all that was filmed. So the possession tape was like the month leading up to what was going to be our investigation in Fairfield. So that if you haven't seen that, just go watch that. That paints a better picture than I can attempt to try to describe.
To a certain extent.
To
Yeah,
a certain extent,
to a
without
certain extent,
describing too
just
much.
describing too much. And then we were getting for a year like spirit box voices and EVPs saying like do a ritual in July, and that was our only investigation in July. So,
And that was the plan for when we went to Fairfield in July.
allegedly,
But
Yeah.
allegedly,
we had no idea
but
about what any ritual would entail.
yeah,
And I don't think there even was a plan for one. We just knew there was going to be one while we were present.
yeah. But
So
we decided in the end to not go. We had other circumstances that arose, and we haven't heard anything to that in that extent since. Like that was pretty repetitive in your guys' investigations and stuff.
do a ritual in July. Yeah.
I mean, that was going on for like the
Like probably a full
while.
year.
Yeah, full year at least.
Yeah. And
I mean, thanks.
when the
But
Fairfield
just like all
investigation fell through, we all felt like it was just like something was protecting us from whatever was going to happen at Fairfield. At least I was very nervous about that investigation, and I didn't even know about that dream. But that dream makes a lot of sense.
yeah. I definitely told you guys about it.
No, she told us, Ben.
Because I think like a few days before, my mom had also had a dream, but she couldn't remember what it was. And the only thing she could remember out of it was that I needed to tell you, Ben, specifically, that you needed to watch out and be safe with what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was, yeah,
So.
that's all I'll say about that. Yep. We should do a podcast later, later down the road, going more in depth on everything surrounding Fairfield. But that is very strange that you both had that dream, and I do think to some extent it was some sort of, if not premonition, some sort of warning.
Yeah.
It was
But
a very weird
since then, none of us have had any weird dreams, I would say, or weird premonitions in that sort of stance, or
I wonder
weird
why.
things that come across in our investigations. And yeah, that was like the one and only time that I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming of like a haunted location, and this is interesting and weird, and I feel like I need to share it with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that only happened one other time, but I can't even remember what it was about.
Yeah.
I had a
So
dream once. This was maybe 6 or 7 years ago, like way back in the beginning when we first started doing this. I don't even like remember the dream, but it was like a very vivid dream
Remember
of
the feeling?
the
kind of thing?
feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
A very vivid dream of an investigation that we all went on, and it was like a very scary investigation, except this location doesn't exist. Like we never went there. I can't even begin to describe it, but like occasionally I can slip back into like if I don't know if the feeling is right, if like the mood is right, like if I'm in a certain mindset, or maybe I'm the anniversary of this dream. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe that would have been in the future Fairfield that we never went to.
It wasn't. It was like a wide open outdoor space. Maybe
Okay,
they
never
do
mind.
have a cemetery there, I think.
Yeah.
But this dream has a certain, I don't know, sometimes I can tap into it and like remember bits of it, but it bothers me sometimes when I remember about it and I forgot about it, but then you reminded me. So I had kind of the opposite of like a dream about investigation that is in a real place.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't know if it was actually Fairfield or not. That's just the impression that I got. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have no interest in investigating Fairfield just because of all this creepy stuff surrounding.
I'd like to at least visit there just because
Yeah, I
I
mean,
never have, and I
seeing
think it
the
would be
place,
interesting to see the place.
that's yeah. Actually investigating it kind of might.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd
be a
still be
little-
open to investigating it now with how we come into investigations now compared to even what we did like a year ago. I feel like we'd be more apt to be able to handle anything that we come across.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't know. So
I mean, maybe we will someday. I mean, it's
yeah, maybe
like
we
I
will
said,
someday, but we're constantly
yeah.
growing, we're constantly changing, you never know.
If we do, it'll be like in the dead of winter, like nowhere near July.
Nowhere near July.
Because like
Yeah.
I feel like, do you guys like before investigation sometimes like try to picture like what's gonna happen or like think
Who
about?
doesn't? Who
Okay, so
doesn't?
in any of your Fairfield like daydreams, did you ever think like 20 degrees winter jackets?
No.
Okay, so that's why we're gonna go
We
in winter
have
if we
to
do end up
do
going.
that.
That sounds
Yes.
really freaking cold.
Okay, well at least what happened here to our souls got stuck there.
Yeah.
So if
What
that's the alternative,
I like could say so much more about it, but yeah.
because I'd probably end up partaking in this ritual.
So we won't go to Fairfield and we won't do it. No, we might go to Fairfield, but we won't do a ritual there.
I mean, rituals are all. I'm not anti-ritual. I'm actually very pro-ritual. I love rituals. We do rituals often, but rituals need to have clear directions and intent. And
Mhm.
if the intent is clearly laid out at the beginning of this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm hoping to achieve with this ritual, I am going to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it throughout.
Needs to have clear
It's
intent.
clear intent and direction.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. I can't picture a ritual that ends with your souls getting stuck at a location you've never been to until that night, having clear intent or directions or good intent. So that's why I would be against that specific ritual. But, anyways, it's all conjecture. This never happened. There is
This
no
this is this is
ritual
all in
that
the
we know of.
dreamscape. We don't know
This
if
is
it's
all in the
real or
dream.
not.
Like I said, I
You're
never
dreaming
saw.
right now. This isn't even a real podcast episode. Sorry.
Sandwich layer?
What's the topic again?
Sandwiches?
Yeah, okay.
Are we on
Rye
the
or
lettuce
wheat?
layer right now and the cheese layer is us dreaming this right now? And the pickle on top is us going to Fairfield.
You broke my
Or
brain,
or
Brianna.
is it the toothpick that goes through the center of the sandwich?
That maybe too. That's the thing that connects all the layers together.
It's the toothpick.
That's my Masonic sword going through all of your souls.
That.
Oh, you know those sandwiches you get with the little plastic swords and instead of
Yeah.
toothpicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm envisioning,
Yeah.
except it's the Masonic sword.
Oh, I like that.
I'm sorry I broke you, Ben.
It's okay. It's been what, like 9 episodes, something like that. Was bound to happen.
It was bound to happen.
I thought this was gonna be like a fun episode about like dreams. Um,
Yeah, you're like, yeah, let's do dreams. It's gonna be a fun, silly, goofy topic and not too hard and heavy. Uh.
No, I knew this one would have had a good could have a good. Can't
You're
talk.
broken too.
I am broken.
We're all broken
This could have a
together.
really. It is a good one. I'm saying that this could go on and on and on.
Like a recurring dream.
So yeah, that too. There's like a lot of different things to talk about.
Like a multi-cheese sandwich.
Yeah. Can't let the mozzarella.
Or mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Any final statements on dreams?
No.
Dream, 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 dream.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Paranormal Lens. If you liked what you heard, every 5-star rating and positive review tells the algorithms we're a worthy podcast and pushes us out to more listeners. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you next Thursday for another Paranormal Deep Dive.